Hello.
Good morning.
Another beautiful day on no, we're not on Morton.
Fraser.
Outtakes. Good morning.
Oi!
Oi! Oh, there's one thing you learn about sand driving. The undulations come at you. Ah, dear. So another amazing day on Fraser Island.
Yeah, it's been good the last couple of days.
We do have a little bit of cloud cover today, and it's actually starting to spittle.
Yeah, fingers crossed it doesn't rain.
Ah, well, if it rains, it hardens the sand up. There's one thing.
Yeah, that's true. Washes
a bit of the salt off your car too. There's another
Yes.
thing. There's always positives. Hey, look for the silver lining. Anyway, because it is a bit overcast today, we're taking a drive, and we're taking a long drive.
Head up to Sandy Cape, up to the point.
Yeah, so where we're staying, we're in Zone 4. So if you want to have a look on the website for Fraser Island National Parks and have a look at the different camping zones on the East Beach. We've camped in Zone 4, and it's pretty central, so it's sort of in the centre of the eastern side of the beach. But to get to Sandy Cape, you've got a long haul all the way up to the top. You've got a couple of things that you've got to negotiate on the way, don't we?
Yeah, we've got Ngkala Rocks.
Ngkala Rocks, infamous Ngkala Rocks.
Indian Head, so there's a few areas to negotiate.
Now, I'll just give you a look. We're just coming up on the Mahino. I know you've seen it, but I'm going to show you again. Spectacular. Now, something to remember when you are driving on the East Beach at Fraser is the tides actually do matter. At high tide, you will get through most of it. There are bypasses around rocks. One place you will not get past is Eli Creek. There is no bypass, and it's a very deep washout where the creek empties into the ocean. Other than that, you can get around, but geez, it's heavy driving. You're driving in the soft sand up the top of the beach, so you're going to chew your fuel real quick. So travelling 2 hours either side of high tide is pretty much a must, but that does give you a good portion of the day. So we've timed it today. I think we've got low tide at around midday, maybe 12:30. So we've left, it's 8:30. We are just over 2 hours past the high tide. And we are finding we're having to go up the beach a little bit in places, aren't we?
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
But as the tide goes out, obviously then you've got just this nice, flat, beautiful, smooth highway that the ocean's made for you. So it's just using your smarts.
Just got to pick your timing.
Yeah. Okay, so it is a queue, and the boys from 24/7 are actually in front of us, so we have a feeling that Maverick's just gone through and gotten bogged. what that was. Alright, second queue for the day.
Yeah.
There's about, I don't know, there's 7 or 8 cars in front of us. Looks like a couple of cars might be jammed. I'll go for a walk and have a look.
Yeah.
Oh, what a mess. Oh, that's gnarly. I'll just give you a look through while there's no cars. Yeah, I'll come down and jump in. We're going to now give it some. Fluffy. Go, go, go. Give it some. People are getting bogged here left, right and centre.
Come on.
This is why it's important to have a strap on your Max Tracks.
It's going to sink in the whole way.
Yeah.
nice.
It's pressing up.
Wow,
2 hours?
the infamous Ngkala rocks, hey?
Yeah.
Nah, not well. A lot of people were getting stuck on it. I got stuck because I backed off on the throttle. So that took a little while to get me out. And then Craig ended up on a bit of a...
Oh, he was precarious because he'd reversed back a little bit and he went too close to an edge and he started to slip. So
and then we had
he needed recovering off that.
And then we had another guy that tried to recover him by snatching, but then snapped a CV. So then we had to recover the car with the CV, pull that out on the Ngkala rocks, and then get another car through to snatch Craig, and
then he got bogged. 17 times.
By now, then we're starting to get a queue. So
yeah,
fun time. It's part of the fun.
Yeah, here we are. Watch this video if you want to know how to do it.
All right, so we're cooling down.
No, we're not.
Yeah, that was funny. Yeah, so we're back in the car. We are headed north. We're headed up to Sandy Cape now. There's a big queue at Ngkala Rocks, eh? But you can't feel bad about it. It is part of the day.
Yeah, well, a lot of people are going to get stuck. There was someone bogged before us, then we got bogged, and then it was a catalyst from there, wasn't it?
He's trying to play it down.
Hey.
Oh, you're going to feel bad about this for a long time. But can I tell you something though? And last time we were on Fraser Island, I drove Ngkala Rocks, not really understanding how bad it was. Forgot to take off the traction.
Yeah, traction control.
This was in the Navara, and of course I got bogged. I've had about 10 years of putting up with this one, telling me about how amazing it was that I got so bogged in Ngkala Rocks. So, oh, happy days for me. Hey?
Yes.
I think we're all dreadfully sunburnt too.
Well, yeah, and if you do it, don't make sure you keep your foot down on the throttle. Don't do what I do and back off, because you are going to sink. Mind you, we are quite.
Wait, did you do that on purpose to show everybody what not to do?
Yeah, just had to do a couple of recovery.
For the channel. Yeah.
Yeah, just checking. So we've got a few death wobbles.
I think it's the sand.
Yeah,
I think it's that crosswind as well.
Yeah. Looks all good. So we're up at Sandy Cape at the moment, so we're going to go have a look at the lighthouse. I'm pretty sure there's some World War II relics up here. Oh yes, there's a radar station, a few other things, so we'll go and have a look, eh?
Oh shit.
3 300 ramps later.
Just too hot. So this is the museum. They've got all relics from wartime. Hello. To the lighthouse, we had a look at the Ngkala at Sandy Cape. Now we're headed back. We're pretty desperate at this point to get south before the tide changes. Really important that you're not up here anywhere near high tide. You're stuck. Your car's stuck. You're in the ocean. Should I make it clearer? Let's drive.
Yeah, that means got my phone to get through this. You commit, and then I'll come after.
Alright, well done boys. Through.
Through.
That's Ngkala Rocks done, I reckon, for life. What do you reckon? Oh,
Hey, Benny.
don't talk to him.
Wait, what are you doing? Stop eating that.
Oh, he's getting the scraps.
So, as most of you know, we suck at fishing, but we are good at spearfishing. But
Sometimes.
here on Fraser Island, we've done a bit of fishing, and
One flathead.
and what's the score? What's the score?
Well, I don't know. I've got about 40.
Riggy's got the one flathead today. It was 32 centimetres, so that's the only catch we've had fish-wise.
Not really big enough for fillets.
Not big enough for fillets,
So you
no.
threw him back.
So what else do we have here, JV?
Well, I was digging around. I remember a good friend of ours, Shaman, telling me that the way to find pippies was you look for a little mound in the sand. So we were walking back from fishing. I saw a little mound in the sand and I went, no, because I've never been able to find a pippy. Lo and behold, pippies. We went looking for mounds in the sand and there was just heaps of them. So I'm just giving them a bit of a clean at the moment in a bit of salt water, hoping that they'll expel all their sand. I don't really know too much about them, to be honest. I have cooked them once, but what I'm going to do is chuck them in a pot with some chilli, ginger, garlic. I've got a bit of parsley, a bit of fresh parsley that I got from a lovely place we camped at, Michelle's place, and a bit of vegetable stock. I'm going to keep it really simple. I would normally use a bit of white wine, I think, but I don't have any because I'm off the juice. I am. Anyway, I'll just finish cleaning up. I'll get back to you. Alright, so I do have jar of garlic, jar of ginger. I do not have any fresh stuff left, but you know, use what you've got. Now I've put a little bit of lemon infused oil. So this is olive oil, you buy it from Coles, Woolies, wherever. Lemon infused, it's beautiful. I think I've used it before. It's going a bit hot. Alright, I'm going to whack a good deal of garlic in there. Crank that up. You'll notice that I am actually burning the pan. You'll notice that I'm wearing a tea towel. I do not have an apron with me. There's a good lug of ginger. Now, I've got these little chilies. We picked these up at a market. I don't actually know if they're hot or not.
No, they are.
They are?
They are.
Should I try it?
Go for it.
Holy crackers on a Sunday. Okay, they're a bit spicy. Whack them all in. Woo! In they go. Alright, I'm going to get that going. Oh, if only you could smell this. Ooh, that is delicious. Okay, so a bit of parsley. I had a bit of fresh parsley there, as I said. Now, I'm just going to chuck these babies in. Now, you'll know that with any shellfish like this, if they don't open as they cook, then they're off. You get them out of there. Alright? So, as they cook, they should pop open and release their beautiful flavour. You can see they're actually releasing a little bit of salt water as well, so that's going to add to the flavour. Salt water is good. Hopefully not too much sand. I don't know. Okay, I'm going to add a little bit of stock. I've probably got too much here, so we'll just see how we go.
So,
Oh, look at that.
the finishing touches.
That looks a little bit gourmet. It's got forks. All right, should we go and be civilised and sit at the table?
Let's do it.
Look at that.
Let's see how this
All
goes.
right.
What do we do with these muppets?
You just eat them. Hopefully enjoy.
Flavour's good.
Yeah? That's good. Are they chewy?
A little bit, but they're good.
Oh, there you go. All right, come on, Mr. Matthews.
Oh yeah.
It's got a good one.
Oh.
That's a monster. What do you reckon?
If I could get rid of the sand.
Okay, somebody needs to tell us, is there an art to eating pippies?
Eat the shit.
It appears that there's like a little
Poo pouch.
Yeah, and it's full of seaweed, so I'm assuming that they're weed eaters. And yes, that's where the sand is. So you get rid of that. And
There's not much left.
this bit is good. These are messy.
Just eat it.
No, that's good.
But the flavour was absolutely
Flavour's good.
amazing.
No, flavour's good.
Hands in here. This is the art of it. I'm gonna rip that out, get it all over myself. That's gonna smell good later. So this bit here, just peel that back and then squeeze that. Oh, that's disgusting.
And eat that bit. Dip it in the sauce.
Yeah, I'm just gonna get rid of the rest of that. Yeah, a bit of sauce. And that's delicious. It really is.
So we're just up here at the lookout and a little short walk now down to the beach and
So we've actually got to go across the sand blow. You can actually see there in front of us. That's called Hammerstone sand blow. And all over Fraser Island there's actually what they call sand blows, and they're just big sand dunes. But they're always shifting. So if you've got a sandboard or anything like that, even a boogie board, bring it with you. Because honestly, there's some amazing opportunity for sandboarding, isn't there?
oh yeah, it's awesome fun.
If you're willing to walk up the dune, you can slide back down it.
That's it. And it's about a 1.5k walk in from the car park, so it's not too. You can walk in from the main beach, which is what, about 2.4k?
That is a longer walk, yeah.
Yeah.
So you need a packed lunch for that one. But having said that, you can't have food at any of these inland lakes because of dingo risk. So actually, I don't think that's a point we've made. Whenever you go to Lake Mackenzie or any of the inland lakes, you cannot take food with you at all. No food and no drink except water.
Yeah.
Which we actually should have brought with us.
Oh.
Oh. Can you
Next
go back? Oh my god. Can't breathe. That was only about 50 metres.
Not for the faint-hearted. Doesn't help, we just had lunch. Big serving of chips and chocolate eclair and milkshake.
Stopped in at Eurong to the bakery.
A good bakery actually, and reasonably priced, so definitely worth it.
Well, that is steep.
You're right there for the next Mardi Gras.
wraps up the Fraser Island trip, doesn't it, Ricky B?
Yeah, it does.
Last night on the island.
Pretty much covered everything.
Yeah, we had a good day today, sort of relaxing, bit of fishing. Went and saw Lake Wobby. Oh, look at that dickhead. Yeah. Overtaking on the left. Any rules go, apparently. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Today we are leaving the island.
Yep.
So we've got Dot on the back and we're cruising on down the beach. And we'll hit that inland track. Hopefully it won't be too cut up and dry. We have had a little spattering of rain, so hopefully that just dampened it down a little bit.
Yeah, fingers crossed.
The only troublesome part that's going to be for us is just the first bit where you're getting off the beach, because it's quite deep, soft sand there. The rest of it's carpeted some of the way, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I think we'll be fine. But yeah, we'll go check it out. Fun. So just a note, when you are heading back to your ferry on Fraser Island, make sure you've given yourself plenty of time to get across the island. We're almost at Kingfisher Bay really, but we've come across a complete blockage. There's quite a line of cars in front of us. These are the kind of things that you've got to allow time for. So 12:30 at the moment, and we don't have to be on the boat till 4:30, so we've got plenty of time. We can sit here for ages. But just imagine if you were on the 1:30 ferry or something, you'd be sweating bullets around about now, wouldn't you? Get out of my way! So yeah, heads up, everything moves pretty slow over here, so allow extra time.
Definitely.
Oh, well, this is surprising.
I know. How good's this?
So we were just queued up down here at Kingfisher Bay Resort. We were just about to go for a swim. You can actually be a day visitor in the bottom part of the resort there. And a lady came up to us and she said, "What boat are you on?" And we went, "Oh, we're not until the 5 o'clock. And she goes, "No, come on, I'll get you on earlier than that." We're like, "Okay." And then she goes, "Go jump on the boat."
So we're on the 320.
Yeah.
Yeah, so awesome.
Yeah.
Nice.
Out there touring.
What was that?